understand why I still believe that what we have was ever meant to last. Guess you made a fool of me. You got me confused, a little off balance. Thought I knew you, but you got bad habits. I only see blue when I'm thinking about you, thinking about you. I'm feeling anxious and slowly breaking. Give you my heart, but you keep my waiting. Searching for answers, no explanation. You make love so complicated. I'm feeling anxious and slowly breaking. Give you my heart, but you keep my waiting. Searching for answers, no explanation. You make love so complicated. I'm slowly breaking. You make love so complicated. I'm only seeing blue. You make love so complicated. Why do I still believe you make love so complicated?
I live my life searching for the light, been learning to fight through the darkness. I'll get this right, we were born to shine and we still got time, it's not hopeless. Don't look now, here comes that awful feeling. My walls are caving in. Heaven help, I can see my ghost on the ceiling. Let me breathe again, 'cause I just wanna live my life. I'm never backing down, I swear I'm gonna fight the good fight. Just wanna get it right, I'm ready for it now. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight, fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. Yeah, I've lost my crown, but no, I will not bow. You know I'm here right now for the long run. Yeah, you see me down, but you know I'll never drown. You know I'll get back up on it somehow. Don't look now, here comes that awful feeling. My walls are caving in. Heaven help, I can see my ghost on the ceiling. Let me breathe again, 'cause I just wanna live my life. I'm never backing down, I swear I'm gonna fight the good fight. Just wanna get it right, I'm ready for it now. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. Fight the good fight, fight the good fight, fight. You know I'm gonna fight the
Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to RSC13. A little bit belatedly, we are here on this Sunday night for some more action from week 2. I'm Tom Dillon, alongside me for the first of the games this evening is Sporty FC. Welcome along to the stream. Heck versus Infinity, first up from the Master Tier Glaciers Conference. This is set to be a pretty exciting game.
Yeah, I like what you said against week 2. These teams, still kind of in the start of their season, still trying to get used to the ropes, used to everything that's here. And really, these teams have a lot to prove today. You mentioned it, it's early season, it's the Masters Cup. These guys have a lot that they still have to prove. There's still a lot of questions about how well every team's going to do today. And getting into week 2, getting further into the season, they're going to try to quash some of those fears.
Absolutely, and because we're a little bit late running here, we're trying to get the teams into the game very quickly. The other team, though, hasn't turned up, so that is a little bit of a curveball in the whole situation right there. So that's going to stop us joining up immediately. So I think let's lead in. This is where my filling ability is really tested. It's been exciting. Week 1 was very exciting. Saw some interesting games. Saw a few teams that appeared to be perhaps a little bit stronger than others. Saw some very exciting games as well throughout the course of week 1. We've got a schedule as well for this evening. So let's take a look at how we stack up throughout the course of the day then, because right now we've got this game between Heck and Infinity. Then we go over to Premier Visionary versus Brokes, and then finally Transcend versus Illusion a little bit later on. Of those 3 matchups, which is the one that you say you're most excited about?
I mean, Premier is the higher tier, right? I'm not crazy.
Yes, right? Premier is the higher tier.
Yeah, I was going to say, I love high level Rocket League, so I always look to that stuff, but honestly, I mean, you can't choose. I feel like it's tough to choose kind of what match you want to choose here, because it is such an interesting time for these guys, but again, I know that we are trying to get these teams in as well. Again, you're talking about it, Heck playing in here versus Infinity. This is our first match. Let's talk about this match specifically. Getting into this one, Heck showing up with 6 wins, 6 losses, and Infinity was 7-5. It's really close. Like, these are some very similar records for these teams. Meaning, for the start of the night for everybody here. For me, it's start of the morning since I'm, well, actually, I guess afternoon since I'm in the US. But for you guys, start of the night. This is a really interesting match. These are some very closely rated teams.
Yes, 4th versus 8th. Infinity potentially the better of the 2 teams on the statistics. Got the time zone mixed up, says one of their players. So thank you very much for that. That's really helped us this evening. But we're just joining up in a second. The 2 teams just waiting for someone to jump in. I mean, no problem at all. We've had our own delays of sorts this evening, but expecting a reasonably close game between these 2. And I'm also being asked by one of the players actually for my prediction. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to go 2-2. I think this has 2-2 written all over it myself.
You know what? I like to take chances. I don't like that you just are coming here taking that middle line. I feel like for us as casters, we need to take chances here. So I'm gonna go with Heck. I'm gonna go with that underdog. I want to go with that underdog mentality. Again, week 1 doesn't say anything about how these teams are gonna do for the rest of the season. Who knows what's gonna happen this week? I think we could see an underdog matchup that really goes with an underdog. But I'll go 3-1. I don't think they're gonna take every game here in this series.
Yeah, well, I think too. I think this is the sort of game Sunday night. We're a little bit late starting. Teams can take a while to get going. I think maybe we get a game that's just a little bit slow to get going at 2-2. Anyway, still waiting on one more player to join up into the lobby. Delays all round this morning here, this afternoon, this evening. There you go. 1 of 3 here in RSC. Hopefully we get a little bit more smooth running as we go on throughout the rest of the evening. But I want to look ahead quickly to the other games actually, because we've got Visionary versus Broker, Transcend versus Illusion. Actually, all 3 games seem to be very, very strong competitive games as it happens. I know you're on the second game of the evening as well. I think we're in for a very exciting Sunday night, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's Sunday. Sunday's always kind of the big night. It's the big night for so many RSC fans. And this week is no different. We're still at the start of the season. But that's the thing about the start of the season. So many teams are just trying to figure each other out. like we could see some really interesting matches. Like we have a lot of matches that could be close on paper that may not actually be that close. We've got a lot of matches that are not so close on paper that will be close. It's still, you know, early on in the season. We're still trying to figure out who's really got it in themselves to take this to take this weekend and really just, you know, make something of themselves. There's still so much on the line for these guys.
Yeah, absolutely, and well, I think over the course of 4 games, especially this one, is going to be an interesting contest. I'm excited to see how it stacks up. Still waiting on this one player to get themselves in the lobby, and the relief that they are here and they are ready. So we'll tell them to join up and get into this one. 4-match series. If you're new to the RSC, that's a reminder. It's a 4-match series. We play all 4, regardless of whether a team wins it in 3 or not. You score a point for every single game that you win, and we are ready to get underway. And well, we are underway. It's Heck in the blue, Infinity in the pinky red, whatever you choose to call it. Mimical here will go to this left-hand side. GF downfield tries to find Mimical. It's a little bit of a 1-2 between the two of them. Eventually cleared away by Jeffo here, though, who goes to this right-hand side. GF takes it off him. He's got Mimical in the centre and waiting. Mimical takes a shot. Should really score from that position, but not quite able to get the power on the shot that he wanted. Maybe Giraffe can do better.
Yeah, you mentioned that pretty well. Infinity trying to come in with some really aggressive shots, some aggressive close angle shooting. They just haven't found their shooting boots yet. They're still searching for the power, still searching for the chances. They're getting them. They're just not able to put them in, as Heck having to move with this Infinity sides a lot of pressure on them. And going through this first minute, finally Heck have gotten it out of defense. Their chance to maybe put their own style of offense on the field.
Ayan gets around to this one. GF will clear it away. Mimical's there and waiting. Goes to this left-hand side where GF can try and create something here in terms of piercing this offense. And now Mimical takes a shot. Marvels is there, ready to deal with it in due course. This will go off the corner. Marvel's happy to clear it away. Not under a great deal of pressure. Has to get it around Mimical. Jeffo's there and waiting. And the 50 with Mimical is going to fall in the favour here of Infinity. Trying to clear it away. Marvel's keeping it alive, keeping the attack going. Mimical will clear downfield once again. GF takes a shot, but still, it remains that neither side really able to get an attack going in the first 90 seconds or so.
A lot of this pressure is coming from Infinity. They only have 1 shot, but honestly, it should be a lot more than that. And that, in fact, it will be. There's a second one. That one almost slid through the defensive line, but it's still kept out here. Infinity going again, double commits. Cheryev can't get to it, and now it's Heck's turn to push upfield, double commits. We've seen a couple of them. These teams want to play so incredibly fast. They are starting to kind of get in front of each other's teammates to do that. And really, it kind of there's a trade-off with playing this quickly. A lot of it just comes to the quality of the plays you're making. If you play this fast, you don't get that quality, you're going to be struggling. Is that one in midfield? Not going to go in, and Heck down the other side, looking for their first shot of the game.
And now Ayan goes forward. It's Mimical who's going to take the shot. Actually, Jeffo gets back to it, and it's a good save, but he might plant it into his own net. Marvels recovers and does his teammate an almighty favour, getting out of bullet here in this stage of the game. Heck, that was very, very awkward, but it will all count for naught because Juriev goes and gets a slightly lucky goal up the other end. And it seemed like the sort of goal that you're going to end up conceding if you ride your luck like that.
Yeah, Heck have been buying themselves a lot of saves this game. Eventually one was going to go in, and unfortunately for them, it's on a play that they actually could have prevented. They overcommitted heavily onto that play on the other side of the field. And Infinity was so quick to catch up to it. Now Mimical, flip reset, trying to get around Marvels. Now 1 to beat, still going to be kept out here. As that defense from Heck keeping up, but Infinity are putting on so much pressure, being the favorites in this one. This match has definitely gone their way, but that's a good shot! Nobody back from Infinity! Heck have tied it up at 1.
First thing they've really created in this game as well. Their first shot of the game, certainly. Not forced Infinity to make a single save, and well, ball possession has actually been pretty equal between the two of them. So I suppose that's not really a factor here, but they will get kicked back off again, and Infinity will try and create something down this right-hand side. Mimical takes it forward. That's a good demolition. It'll allow Mimical to create some space on this right-hand side, but the actual piercing of the centre there is not quite going to come to fruition. Marvels is awkward in possession. It will be cleared away by Auk there, which is a rather difficult name to say with that sort of conundrum of letters. But anyway, Ian takes this down to the corner. We'll try and create something here. GF takes a shot at the near post. Marbles clears it away. In the end, not really any doing once again. A minute and a half to go, and we're still pretty much as even as we were, unless Mimical can do something about it. Here he takes a shot at Marbles with another fantastic save, but Infinity, well, they keep heck on the offense, on the defense here, I should say.
Keep that pressure. They're bringing the pace. They're bringing the skill. Mimical past everybody. A 1v2. Mimical finds the shot.
There you go, Infinity eventually break the heck defense, and you have to say it was coming. 7 shots, you're likely to score 2 of them at some point throughout the course of the game, and that's exactly what has happened here. Al could go down this left-hand side, try and save something from this game 1, if at all possible. 1:05 to go on the clock. Marbles will go forward here, looks central, and takes it away. The goal now, I get the sense, might just seal this game 1.
Going in, you knew what was going to happen as soon as he got himself in front of the net. It's just, look at the space. 2 players were beating out Alex to that one. Sure, you have the open net. Oh, and dear Jeff, oh, that's going to be embarrassing for him. But unfortunately, you can't really stop yourself from committing there. 3 goals for Infinity, 1 for Heck. And Infinity, well, they heard my prediction at the start of the series. They were like, no, we can't give this guy. We can't give the American the correct prediction today.
Yeah, it will still be 2-2. Yeah, here's Mimical to take a shot at the far post. And well, it's not going to come to anything. Needs something desperate here, Heck, in order to try and get themselves back into this game 1. Obviously, it is only game 1, so it's not all that important in the grand scheme of things. But once again, they're pegged back into their own half. A pinch goes forward from Ayan and cleared away. Eventually, Ayan gets back to this right-hand side, takes a shot, goes forward. Mimical not really able to do anything with it as it lingers in the air. Ayan keeps it alive, running clock at this point. And just running up the goals. 4-1 to Infinity, blowing Heck away at this stage in proceedings. And you have to say it's been a very, very impressive performance from them. 11 shots to 1.
Only 1 shot given. Heck had 1 shot, that was their 1 goal. Heck have had to make 8 saves in that process. It has been absolutely brutal for Heck to have to deal with this Infinity offense. Now looking for another one. That's not even going to go in. Oh, a dunk there as well. Heck just trying to get any sort of consolation goal at the end of this game, but they won't find it as it is cleared down the field, and game 1 is over. Infinity coming out with some impressive offense. They are proving to us here that Hector needs to make some differences, as that's going to find itself short of the goal line. Game 1 going to Infinity, and heck, they're going to have to make some adjustments here if they're going to take down the Queen Phoenix side.
Yeah, almost typical that you you can't score with the final shot of the game, but it's a fantastic start for Infinity. And you see just racking up the points. That being said, Ayan actually apparently didn't play that well. I thought he was okay, but according to the points, he didn't score as many as that does sometimes happen. You get one player just a little bit lower down than the others, as I would know very well. But Infinity blowing them away in that game. I have to say I'm very impressed with how they're playing. Heck, I said it in the game. Heck just don't seem to be able to get off of defense at the moment, and I think that is really a concern for them.
Yeah, Infinity are playing so quick. Like that's their whole play style. Is how fast can we play to outpace Heck, and they're definitely finding that speed here. Although I would caution them, it does make some of the players a little weaker, a little less consistent, a little bit further away from each other. And so I do wonder if that speed can actually be the undoing of Infinity. Heck, they have 2 options here. They either slow down this team by any means possible, or they use that speed against them. They've got a couple ways they can work around this. We're going to see what choice Heck makes, because if they're trying to go down that same line they did in game 1, they're going to find themselves beaten again.
Absolutely, and we'll wait and see what game 2 will entail as we go over to Forbidden Temple and get underway. Marbles takes a very, very quick kickoff. Mimical has to get back to this one, and Marbles' shot is just about steered wide, but that's the positive start that Heck were after here. He looked to take a shot once again, but Ian clears it away, and we go back to pretty much regular programming. Jeffra has to get back to this one. There's a bump. This is very, very awkward. Might just result in a goal here, but Ian's fluffed his lines, and immediately in this second game, it just doesn't fall the way of Infinity, who have already had 3 shots in literally the space of about 30 seconds. The 4th might be the one that goes in, but Marbles gets a fantastic save.
Yeah, just look at this. Unbelievable offense. Unbelievable aggression. Infinity are toying with Heck. They've said, well, we got pace last game. We're just going to make it even faster, even more aggressive. And Heck, we're not expecting this. They were thinking last game had to be the limit. Now Infinity's proving they've got an extra gear stored somewhere. Mimical! That's off the bar. So many chances having gone just wide of the net. And Heck desperately need this ball away.
Iron will take this to the left-hand side. Mimical gets there, keeps the ball in the air. That's where they don't like it here. Heck, that's where they've been really, really awkward in defense. Marvels will try and clear this one away. It will be Jeffo who gets it downfield, but only as far as centre field as it comes back off of this corner into the centre, trying to find someone. Mimical bounce it back downfield, trying to create something here, not finding the net for all that they've done here in this game. Infinity, they've had a whopping 57% of the possession, 5 shots compared to just the single. However, now they find themselves on the defensive. As here goes Iron trying to clear it away. He does clear it away out to this left-hand side. Marvels is back for it. Juriev tries to take it forward. This should be goal, and it will be a goal. Mimical waiting at the back post, pounces on it, and nothing going to stop him doing that one.
Class there, had options in front, and he could have just gone for that. It was a tough angle, though, and I mean, you knew Juriev knew that too. And he knows, hey, there's Mimic on the other side. He knows Mimical's got a better chance to score. Such a selfless act from Juriev, and selfless acts like that are kind of the mark of a team that just works so well. As Iron almost put that one in, will be saved away by Heck, as already 7 shots for Infinity. Very soon they're gonna outshoot what they did last game, and I'm gonna be honest. Rarely do I ever say more shots means more quality, but more shots here is just making Infinity that much scarier.
Absolutely. However, what have they got to show for it? Just a single goal lead, and really, I think they would like to be 2 or 3 up at this stage. They might be 2 up here. It's cleared away by Marvels. While they've got them at arm's length, Heck, they know they're in with a chance, because all it takes is one whiff and you're right back into the game. But we just go over half distance as here comes out to take a shot. It'll be cleared away by Juref. I think this Infinity side know that they're decent on defense as well. Mimical will look for a double touch. Jeffo clears it away out to the left-hand side, where Alk will try and take it forward. Into the centre he goes. Iron clears it out to Mimical. Mimical will try and take this one forward. Takes a shot, and Alk gets the save once again. And with 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go, all of a sudden it is Heck who are on the attack. They'll find a shot and they'll find a goal. And that is exactly what I was talking about. They have been absolutely dominated all game long. However, they go into the final 2 minutes on level terms.
Yeah, it's a perfect recovery there from Alk. A perfect way to get to it. He caught himself on the wall absolutely beautifully there. He could not have made it much faster than that. Heck, with a transition that they'll be happy for. Alk, who has been pretty quiet overall. He's now made us know exactly who he is and what his plans are in this game. As for Infinity, still 8 shots, only 1 goal. And Heck, they've only had to make 2, and well, they're keeping themselves at a very even score line. This could be a game where it comes down to just, does Infinity, can they score early? Can they score soon? That's a chance saved by Jeffo. And Juriev will look for the corner. Alk with a clear. Marvels. Iron off the back wall. Alk looking across for Jeffo. That slide will go well wide of the net. And Juriev will take his time looking to get this clear. Allow Infinity to get some of that boost back here in control. Marvels gets around 1. Look in the midfield. Iron with a great prediction. And it will go all the way back.
Looks at the pinch.
Oh, what a pinch!
Marvels will clear it away. It's really, really awkward. Juref flips his lines. What can Iron do? My word. That was the chance right there. And he's absolutely scuffed it. Couldn't make any connection on the ball. And that gives Heck a little bit of breathing space to go back downfield. Mimical gets there and clears it away. So there's no major drama there. Now Marvels takes a shot. Ian clears it away. Juref down this left-hand side. Looks off at the corner. Looks for a shot. And now clears it away once again, and Jeffo takes it downfield. 40 seconds to go in the game. Marvels gives chase to this one. Juriev it away. Still even Stevens with just the 30 seconds to go.
Treble 50, couldn't get it there. Infinity are doing the same thing over and over again. They know it can work. They know they can get goals, and with time running out, it may just be in Heck's best interest to try to get overtime. In front for Miracle! Well, now they gotta score. 17 seconds left, and the Green Phoenix side have taken the lead again.
And you have to say it's been coming. You play dangerous game if you're Heck and you're playing this overly defensive game, whether that's by intention or not. But it is a risk you run, and well, they've ran that risk a little bit too aggressively here, as Ayan will try and make it even worse. It's last rights for Heck in this game to try and save at least a chance to win this series. Cleared away with 3 seconds to go. I mean, the buzzer's going to go, and I think the buzzer is going to sound, and Infinity take the victory. They dominated that game in possession, in shots, not in saves, albeit, although I suppose that's a symptom of the amount of shots that they took. However, it's a fantastic performance once again. Heck in this game at all times, but they definitely look the weaker side.
You can tell they are really struggling to just get it out. And Infinity, they turned up that pressure. They just played faster and more aggressive than they did the game before. 11 shots this time. These guys, they can only shoot. And I do say, the one thing I want to see from Infinity at this point is just kind of mold their playstyle. Try to get more quality shots. Really, though, they don't need to make any differences. It's Heck who have to do it. It's Heck who have to make those adjustments. It's Heck who has to find just more shots. They need to just find more shots. They're not 2 shots. You're not winning a game with 2 shots. They need to find something new here, Tom Dill, than getting offense.
Well, you can win a game with 2 shots, just not if you're letting the opposition take 11. Because the chance of you conceding less than 2 goals with 11 shots is very, very slim. That's just the nature of Rocket League. You can do whatever you want, but the opposition are going to score. That is just how this game is. It's very, very, you've got a very, very big ball, very, very small pitch. It's naturally going to happen. We can go over to Sovereign Knights then for game 3 of the series, trying to wrap up the victory Infinity. It's been a fantastic performance thus far, and at the halfway stage, certainly the happier of the 2 sides, but we're underway and ready to get back going. They might get even happier here with a goal straight off of kickoff, but Jeffo will clear it away rather happily, takes it to this right-hand corner, and now into the centre it goes. Marvels takes a shot to try and get into the lead early on in this game. There's a chance here. Alk should score, Alk will score, and finally Heck have the lead in one of these games. It's been a long time coming, and finally
is a good way to say it. Yeah, it's been a while for Heck. They'll get that first strike, sure enough, with a haphazard clear off his own back wall that I was not too impressed by, and neither was Heck. They'll immediately counter on that one as, ooh, fireworks went up the kickoff. Here goes Alk to the back wall, miss, second, Alk puts it in, 2 goals for the Merc player, and Alk is showing up for Heck.
And all of a sudden, the whole series is sort of turned on its side, and you think Heck are back into this game. They have been a different side in the first couple of opportunities. However, we're still early stage of this game, and there hasn't really been a chance for Infinity to do anything with the ball in this game 3. I'm sure they'll get that opportunity though as they go off the backboard. Ian looks to take a shot. The comeback trail starting here. Apparently, a little bit of an overcommit won't really affect anything as downfield Marvels goes, takes a shot. It will go off of the backboard. Jeff gets that. Now out to this left-hand side, what can Alk do? Puts it back into the centre. Mimical clears, is unable to clear it away, and now Jeffo out to this right-hand side. Ian clears it out to the right-hand side himself. Marbles is giving chase, really applying the pressure now. Heck, they're a totally different team to what they have been in those first 2 games, and it might be a third here, not quite.
And they're at the point where they have to win now to tie it up as, oh, a miss in front! That's going to be easy for Marvels! Infinity's defense is crumbling before very eyes. And this is another one where Alk gets involved. But my goodness, that wasn't Alk who made that play. Ian just missed. Marvels will have about as easy a shot as it gets.
Back underway with 3:50 to go on the clock, and it seems to be that right now Heck are, I was going to say, in charge of this game, but Infinity, and as they've been playing so far in this game, despite not making their overly attacking play work so far in game 3, they finally get themselves back into it.
It's a goal they desperately need. They need to slow down Heck somehow. Getting a goal so quickly, an immediate response off that kickoff. Can't help them. They're still 2 goals down, but I mean, we all know deep in our heads that if they can bring that offense they brought earlier in this series, that comeback can definitely happen. Can definitely be possible, but it's going to be tough here with the Heck team that seems to be revitalized after those last 2 losses as Ian to the back wall, Mimical looking in front. Here comes Ian again. He'll intentionally not go for that one, not wanting to give the ball away. Mimical in the midfield, but a bump on Ian, and it's a huge play from Marvels to allow his team to get rid of that defensive pressure.
This will go off of the backboard. Marvels will clear it away. Jeff goes into the center. Iron's there. Mimical doesn't want to overcommit, and it don't matter because he's been demoed. That might allow an opportunity, but Marvels is at an impossible angle. But there's nothing he can really do. Iron's unable to clear it away. That's what I've noticed here. Infinity being more rushed, making the mess of their defensive clearances. That's something that Iron makes no mistake of, though. And now downfield they go. Marvels is back. He's Marvels back well enough, though, as here goes Mimical, takes a shot, and he'll squeeze it in. And we've got a real game on our hands.
This is starting to fall away here for Heck. The pressure is mounting, and while sure, Infinity have made mistakes, make no mistake of that shot. That was perfect from Zhuryev, kissing off the post and in. And Infinity, they're making the comeback. Tom Dillon, the pressure is rising here on Heck on what they have to do to make that response.
Well, that's absolutely, and at 3-2, they really need to find something more here to take charge of this game, because Infinity coming back at them. Mimical here is going to keep his team on the attack, and Iron will take a shot, should really score here. It'll go back out to Zhuryev. It takes a shot to the far post, and the comeback is complete. It's 3 perfect goals in the space of about 30 seconds, and all of a sudden, the game is turned on its head. And that momentum that Heck had built throughout the course of the first minute and a half of this game is just taken away.
It's swept off their feet. They were destroyed here. Infinity has been the offense, as now Jeffo has now just inadvertently helped out them here. Mimical to the corner, looking in the midfield. Now take that lead for Infinity, but will be cleared by Alk, who scored those first 2 goals for Heck here. And, well, we're going to see more magic from Alk if he wants his team to take a game win. Alk again. Iron off the corner. Zhuryev 50 with Jeff. Mimical looking for Iron, but Marvels will clear. Hacker back on it. They're picking up the pace. They're trying to, again, use that pace of Infinity against them. I mentioned that that's one of the things that these teams, that they could do to try to take down this team. Well, they've had success. They haven't been able to keep this team out all that well, as the pace has also left them in vulnerable positions on defense. As a miss from Marvels in the midfield. Alk is there, and it really does feel that Alk is getting used to this pressure, is getting used to this pace. So many plays where he's just getting in the middle of it here for Heck, but they still don't have that lead back, and that's going to be something that will continue to elude them until somebody scores.
Mimical takes it to this left-hand side. He'll try and go forward here. Zhuryev tries to get there. Marvel swoops round to it. He's going to try and create an attack of his own here down the right-hand side, but Iron is there and equal to it. What can Alp do? Goes across the face of goal, and Jeff is able to clear it away. There's no real drama there. Marvel's keeping this attack alive, though, and, well, he's going to have to require a little bit of support for that. Mimical in the air. It's an aerial battle at the moment. Marvel's in the centre, cleared away once more. This might be on net. Actually, it's off the crossbar instead. Well, Alk's happy to clear it away, cushion it to this right-hand side. Iron creates something here. Mimical is going to, well, recover from the demo of his teammate. As off the backboard it goes. Iron can't get there. It's a little bit of a whiff from him. He's got to go downfield. Mimical takes it to the left-hand side, trying to create something. This is a golden opportunity as it goes in the centre. But Heck are defending very well.
I mean, they've always had to play this defensive style throughout the entirety of the series. As a miss from Mimical, maybe a chance. Oh, great recovery. Jeffo couldn't get the chance, and Mimical will just pinch it out. Alk has missed. Marvels has got to wait. Not much time left here. Maybe about 10 seconds now in the midfield. Jeffo sends it away. Mimical looking to control, but he's left in the midfield. Alk wanting it. Zhuryev, that one will stay up for now. Maybe one more chance for Infinity. Mimical can't take it. Jeffo with the clear. And here comes Alk to shoot it. Zhuryev will keep it away. No 0-second goal. And for the first time tonight, we're going into overtime, Tom Dillon.
To the right-hand side it goes. Mimical looking to make it a very quick overtime indeed. There's a miss from the defender. Mimical keeps it alive. Alk takes it off of him. Now Zhuryev makes a fluff of it. As here we go. Jeffo off the backboard. Iron can't clear it away. Shot comes in from Alk. Now shot comes in from Marvels, and it won't quite squeeze in. It gets cleared away. Zhuryev has space on the right-hand side, but he's bumped ever so slightly. Iron tries to get there. Looks to pick it up. Jeffo's back. Jeffo tries to play it to Marvels. Marvels not able to do anything with that one. This overtime very cagey. Mimical takes a shot. This should go in and will go in. Makes no mistake about it. And Infinity take a series victory and now have the chance of a series sweep.
Yeah, that momentum came with them. They gave up the first 3 goals. They'll score 4 in response, including that overtime winner. Infinity now up 3-0. And I'll be honest, I think our predictions are very wrong now, Tom Dillon. We were both kind of confident this would be a close series coming in. Infinity is making us eat our words. They are only one away from sweeping Heck.
I wouldn't say it's wrong. It's more prophecy that didn't come true. But anyway, 3-0 to Infinity in this series so far. Look, you can't really see past them. Every team has a quiver at some point in a series. That probably was their quiver. I can't see past them making it 4 now, to be honest with you. We'll wait and see. It's going to be a very interesting 5 minutes of Rocket League. I mean, heck, we've just got to save some face here. I always say, you know, you're playing against a team who are in absolute playoff contention. Let's say that Infinity are one of these better teams in the Master Tier at the moment. You're a team like Heck, who realistically you're looking at play-ins here at the end of the season, especially how the start of the season has gone. Maybe you're looking at play-ins towards the end of the season. You've got to be thinking we need to take at least a point off of one of these teams, even if we're not going to win the series, even if we're not going to draw the series. Let's try and take a point, and I think that's what they'll be acutely aware of right here. It doesn't mean I can't see it happening.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. If they did what they did last game, and they just did it for longer, and they didn't give up on the defense so quickly, I could definitely see them taking a game here against Infinity. But yeah, as you said, it's going to be very tough for them, but it is possible. The last game of the series. Here we go. Infinity have dropped the pressure of taking the series. By now, they're only one game away from taking them down in all 4 games. And Heck are going to do their darndest to make sure that doesn't happen.
Here goes Iron out to the left-hand side. Off the corner it goes, into the center it goes. Now, won't miss. Juriev won't miss. And it's 1-0 immediately. And the series sweep looking almost a probability now.
Works. Why not? Mimical's gonna get a touch on that. What a strange looking goal, but for Infinity, when you play the way that they are, those kind of goals do happen. It's a chaotic playstyle, and they live in that chaos. They breathe in that chaos, and they're perfectly happy with this. Juriev looking for a double! Juriev! Oh my! Infinity will double their lead with that!
Lead is doubled very, very quickly, and Juriev will be happy with that one, and starts to create this game, turn this game into a little bit of a procession. Already 30 seconds in, and they're 2-0 up, and you don't see a side like this giving it up. Here goes Iron. He'll try and create something here. Over the top of Jeffo he goes. Mimical is there, looks to make it 3. Is there a collapse on the cards here for Heck? Juriev clears it away. Mimical looks for the redirect downfield, but that redirect isn't quite going to find him. Now Juriev takes a shot out to the far post. It will just career the inside of the post. Not quite the goal that he was after. Now a shot from Mimical, cleared away by Jeffo. That's a nice tidy little save. Auk is tidy in defense himself.
Defense is not what they need now here for Heck. They've just given up the first 2 goals. Here, I mean, to be fair, they were very nicely made goals. They're goals based on a lot of work from Infinity, but there's still goals, and Heck needs to make a response. Here comes Auk. Maybe the shot. Saved by Mimical. Marvel's jumping in the midfield. Saved by Iron, and nobody back here for Heck. Here comes Juriev. It's an open cage in front of him, and Juriev will find it. Infinity will watch as Heck chase after it to no avail.
And at 3-0, you really do think that this is going to be one of those just absolute battering of a game for us that we sometimes see in the RSC, as a team is just wants to get over with it, get on with the rest of their Sunday night, and they have to deal with more and more goals piling up against them. But maybe we shouldn't speak so soon, because Auk gets a goal back onto the board, and Heck possibly get themselves on the route back into the game.
See from Auk, my goodness, a ceiling shot. That is incredible from him to go for the ceiling shot. So often you do it from the sidewall because it's a lot easier. But that was incredible from Auk. And that could be a goal that could maybe get Heck back into this. Infinity though, back to the way, Mimical. Off the back wall, Marvel's already there for it. Iron now, on the midfield, Juriev to shoot! And that's a perfect response from Infinity. That's goal number 4. And for all the work that Heck has done, that 1 goal they just got is now meaningless. We're back to a 3-goal difference.
Three minutes 21 to go, and Infinity again don't seem to falter. Apart from that brief spell, that brief minute inside of Game 3, they continue to just absolutely dominate the opposition. However, Heck have a few surprises up their sleeves yet. And, well, it just seems to be a total goal fest. 6 goals in the space of just under 2 minutes.
a repeat of Game 3, isn't it? We're having all these goals so early on. Can we see this goal scoring continue? Because in Game 3, we saw things kind of cool down by the end. Less goals went in. Less teams were looking to make goals as it got closer and closer. Do we see that happen here? We'll have to find out if Heck can continue to bring out these incredibly consistent offensive plays. That pass in the midfield was a great shot from him. Now down the field we go. Heck having to play a little more defensively again, but I mean, if they're going to get the offense just like that, and if they're going to be able to transition like they have before, they don't mind playing defense. That transition has been able to keep them in this game.
Ian taking this to the left-hand side. Will look to go off of the backboard. 3 men jump forward. Into the centre it goes. Juriev can't miss, surely. He holds up possession of the ball, and it doesn't really work for him. Mimical tries to redirect this one forward. Juriev gets there. Off the backboard it goes. Ian gets up for it, and, well, in the end, they're just playing with their food at the moment. Infinity. 2 minutes 25 to go in the game. We've passed half distance. Mimical will go forward here. Juriev should score. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Oh, but Ian fluffs his lights. They could be 6-2 up.
Yeah, they could have been up by at least a goal at this point. They're still struggling just to put the ball in the back of the net. Infinity have had their chances, and, well, they've not made them count. As we go into those final 2 minutes, Infinity, I mean, they're looking more so just to keep ball possession. They want a goal, but just holding Heck to not being able to score is good enough for their minds here. They can for them to take this game as Ian. That corner. Mimical going to push up in response, going for some chain dashes. Mimical running on low boost now for the flick in the midfield. Juriev can put it on. Ian, next one, it's wide open for him, and he'll find the back of the net. Infinity will score again, and again, they're always just a couple paces ahead of Heck. Heck cannot seem to catch up to these guys.
They can't, and I think this has been as much deserving of a sweep as any series possibly could be. 1 minute 38 to go in the game, and it's just about good that we haven't had any lengthy overtimes as well for us trying to catch back up with our scheduled 10 minutes until the next series gets underway. So we'll be very quick off as well once this game comes to its conclusion. Juriev goes downfield. Mimical will try to redirect this forward. It's off of the post instead, as now Jeffo gets bumped out of the way. They try and take the ball forward. 1 minute and 18 to go. This will be a goal, I'm sure, and Marvels is making no mistake about it, but it's a subdued celebration because their actual chances of this game still very, very fleeting. But a 70-mile-an-hour shot into roughly the top corner will be something they're pretty happy with regardless.
They'll be able to take that, and again, there's still chance of a comeback here from Heck. I mean, we know that they can do it. With how many goals they've scored this game, again, it's just been them. Being able to keep Infinity out has been much more difficult as Mimical. Oh, Mimical! Oh, that was a million IQ from him. That could not have been much better. Look at this, a fake on the entirety of the defense. They thought he was going to flick it. No, he's just going to force it off the defender and in. What a play from Mimical all by himself.
Yeah, and I'm afraid that'll go down as an own goal as well, possibly a little bit harshly on the defender. This shot is going to go off of the backboard, should be 6 hit. There's just got to be someone there to finish it, and in the end, Dauk is happy to clear it away. A minute to go, all a little bit arbitrary at this stage. Juriev will try and make it, another one, it's 7. Mimical gets the goal, and it is an out-and-out pasting by Infinity at this stage in the contest. It's been a pasting for the entirety of it, and in this game, absolutely no different.
The only close game was that third one. But after that game, you could tell Heck have kind of ran out of energy, ran out of steam. They've given up on this series. We're in that final minute, but they'd love to get more goals. Infinity are the ones doing it. And Infinity have no problem continuing to put more on that scoreboard as Alk looking for Jeffo. First touch will be wide, and well, at this point, we know where the series is going to end. We just don't know what the scoreline will be. We could still see a ton more goals in these last 30 seconds.
Absolutely, as down to the left-hand side goes Ian, tries to take a shot. Mimical is there. Mimical will go off the backboard into the centre. It goes. What can Juriev do? It's going to be looping, but not quite find the net. Alco get the goal. Again, arbitrary at this stage, but it all counts to the statistics.
Nice passing play as well. You have to give him that. 1, 2, 3. Could not have drawn it up much better. Everybody was in the right position for Heck. A fun little kind of goodbye goal here for them on this one. A match that's, well, it's going to end in a 4-0 sweep, but to Heck's credit, they have improved drastically as the series is going on. They've just not been able to improve enough to keep up with Infinity. And Infinity, they're looking for one more. Iron, saved by Marvel's. Juryev will try to keep it up, but it will hit the ground here. A foil sweep from Infinity. Heck, have been thoroughly destroyed.
Absolutely destroyed, and well, as I said before, because we've literally got 7 minutes until the next series, we're going to be relatively quick off here. So I'll just ask you, how do you think? How do you sum up that game? I think total pacing from Infinity probably correct there.
They were just fast. They were just fast. They played that fast play style. Their play style is a lot on just how many shots can they get. The average shots per game these guys are having are insane. Look at that, 45 shots from them in 4 games. These guys are averaging about more than 11 shots per game. This is insane from them. Again, that you can just tell the offensive pacing from these guys is definitely just vastly superior to that of Heck.
Absolutely, Juryev is your series MVP. As I said, we're going to be quick off here. So thank you all very much for watching. Got about 7 minutes until your next series gets underway. Visionary versus Barocca. Sporty, you're staying in for that one. Tavish will be joining you. I'll be jumping out. So for now, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in a few minutes' time. Good night for now.
That you pulled me through, I give it up to you. I do it all for you. Maybe this feeling's overdue. You're uninvited. You wanna hold me close, but I know what you up to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why are you hiding? Tell me, what must I do? Come to you, come to you. You're mine, mine, mine. It's right, right, right. It's right, 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 right now. Why are you hiding? Tell me, what must I do? Come to you, come to you. You're mine, mine, mine. It's right, right, right. It's right, 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 right now. Why are you hiding? Tell me, what must I do? Come to you, come to you. I tried to let go of all of the nonsense that you pulled me through. I give it up to you. I do it all for you. Maybe this feeling's overdue. You're uninvited. You wanna hold me close, but I know what you up to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why are you hiding? Tell me, what must I do? Come to you, come to you. You're mine, mine, mine. It's right, right, right. It's right, 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 right now. your loving. 'Cause I'm drowning in something and I can't come out. Just show me loving. I need your loving. Need myself in enough. It's like being a doctor to a crushing heart. I want you to know how bad it hurts. You keep it beside along my heart. Oh, 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 are you dreaming of me now? The way I do. Oh, 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 are you dreaming of me now? The way I do. Hold me, lover. I need you, lover. 'Cause I'm falling in too quickly and I can't break free. Just hold me, lover. I need you, lover. Me and myself ain't enough. It's like being alone in a crashing car. I need you to know how bad it hurts. Hearing the sound of my broken heart. Oh, 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 are you dreaming of me now? The way I do. Oh, 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 are you dreaming of me now? The way I do.
You don't like the lights, but it's camera time. Said take the picture, but you rolled your eyes. Now I'm mortified and still terrorized. Push me behind to get me from my better side. I wanna push you back, but that's all you want. Wanna rub me up, I'm holding back. Tryna get me framed, throw me in cuffs. Said I attacked you, that's just a false truth. No need to argue, and yeah, I've had enough. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone. I find you're there. There's more to me. Everywhere I try to go alone, I find you're there. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you're there. Oh, there's more to me. Anywhere so scared to leave my house, so I cannot run free from this. Always being watched by you, and that's so inconsiderate. My privacy, does that exist? Probably haven't heard of it. Need to live a different life, cause lights and cameras are in it. Trying to find a silver lining. All I do is avoid the violence. But you're here again, I'm losing it. There's no more screaming and silence. Get out my face, turn off the flash. I hate the fame, no more of that. Leave me alone, or I'll collapse. I need a break, don't feel the crack. You follow me, anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. There's more to me, everywhere I try to go.
I'm the silent one, I'm more to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody, to RSC13 as we're continuing this night with another spectacular series. I'm Tevis, joined here by Sporty to continue as we just had a Master Series that ended in a bit of a dominant sweep, if I saw that series correctly. But now going into Premier. But first, Sporty, first time casting together. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Yeah, again, I was in that last series. It was a beatdown as well. It was, again, as I mentioned, it was 45 shots in 4 games from Infinity. No wonder they swept the heck out of that one. But yeah, we got a Premier match coming in here, and it's Visionary versus Broker. And hopefully this one will prove to be a little bit closer.
Yeah, and you know, if we're talking a little bit about these rosters, obviously Broker being a pretty high team here, sitting in 3rd. Visionary sitting in 6th, a little bit of a difference there. They haven't can't see all the results yet, which is pretty sad, but at least we have a pretty close matchup here. Broker won their series 3-1, Visionary tied 2-2. Just gonna call it straight towards you. What do you think is gonna happen here?
Well, last game I went with the underdogs, and that didn't work so well. So I'm probably going to go with the favorites in this one now. I think my prediction, as soon as they put the predictions up, I know they're going to put them up, I would go with Broker and say, let's say, I don't want to be boring. I don't want to say 4-0. I don't want a 4-0 to happen. I'm going to say a 3-1. I want it to go to like game 4 and really be a nail biter.
Okay, so you have a little bit of faith it's going to be a close one. What am I going to say? To be honest, I'm going 4-0 for Broker. I have full faith in Broker that they can pull this one through. That they just should be dominant. Still gonna think it's gonna be a close series all around. Definitely with the names on both these rosters. But in the end, I do think that Brock is just a little bit stronger. Definitely, if we're gonna look at the rosters quickly, trying to find them. Brocker being Blackside, Lounge, Trin, and King Jazz, and then on Visionary, you have Mormon, Ols, and Niche. I think a little bit more history on Brocker in general to really be the dominant team here.
Yeah, they've started off the season well again. As you mentioned, 3rd seed, they're 3-1 against the 2-2 Visionary when it comes to those game wins, game losses. And yeah, I can agree with you again that, there's a lot of things that pointing towards Broker taking this series. Again, we both have Broker taking this. I'm sure, again, Broker are favored just by history, but it is only week 2. Anything can happen. And, we'll have to find out pretty soon what will happen, because, again, it's Broker Visionary. This match will be starting in just a few minutes from now. I'm really excited to kind of get our second match of the day going. And, again, a reminder, if you guys want more here from the RSC, there's more that's going to happen tonight. Our match after this will be Transcend versus Illusion, our last match of the night.
Yeah, I think pretty high stake night here in general, because, we started with a Master, it's a sweep. Now you have Premier to be determined, and you're gonna end with a Master, so high level in Rocket League here all around, and obviously for the rest of the week as well. And if you're wondering why is it taking so long, well, we have one of the 2 rosters in, the other one is just taking a little bit longer, but we do get here that we did hear that they're coming in a couple seconds. So we can get this series on the way, and maybe now the roster that has to join, maybe their scrim was a little bit delayed or whatnot. We never know. Maybe one had to go to the toilet, but maybe if that was the scrim scenario, they're a little bit more hot than the other team, so could do anything. But we got all 6 players in. Let's get them all going. Let's get this series on the way. Let's finally see Premier here on stream, showing everyone what they're made of. As we have Visionary and Brocker, all 6 players ready. Ols, Mormon, Niche versus Lounge, Trin, and King Jace. Let's get game 1 on the way.
Visionary on the blue, Broker on the reddish pink here on your side. And as you mentioned here in the Premier, this is our only Premier match of the night. And both these teams extremely high level, trying to get to their second week. They both ended up their first weekend at least positive, or at least somewhat positive results. 2-2, 3-1 cannot be something that you have to complain about. And in these matches, we're going to see just what will influence them to continue this, or will we see a team win here? We'll have to find out very soon. As you mentioned, Visionary currently on the offense with the double tap there from Marmon. Look in the midfield, but it will be Trin to block him. And it is still waiting in the midfield, but that bomb shot taking a while. Here comes Olskag off that sidewall. Second touch, King JS will lay it in the midfield as Trin again with the clear, and already some really good poise here from Broker to not jump at absolutely everything they have to.
Yeah, Visionary definitely being the more aggressor out of the two. Brocker take a little bit more time, going for more relaxed touches. Still a couple missed touches here and there. Also looking for a double tap. Niche follows up. Beautiful save by King to just deny that opportunity. Could have been the opening here of this series. But King says, no, we don't want that. We want to score first. Also, quick shot on target will be saved. Niche again. Trin this time booting the save. A little bit of shot from Marmon, and then will find the back end of the net. Visionary score first.
Visionary found that chance. This is just, again, really well made. These guys know how to play very well. You can tell their pacing. It's very intentional. It's very, very intentional. Marmon there taking his time for that shot. Knows he has the space. And it's a really well-made shot as well from the Visionary attacker. And already up by 1 as Olskak gonna make it 2 over the kickoff. Look for the dunk. Kings are yes with the block. And Broker will keep it wide for now, but they've really got to break out of defense. They've been struggling to do that all series long.
Yeah, Ols not the best of touches, but Marmon can follows, finds Niche in the midfield. Quick shot towards the backboard. No follow-up from anyone from Visionary. Ols now trying to take slow, gets dunked, and Marmon has to rush back to make the touch. Lounge gets beaten, but Trin can follow up into the corner. Tries to get an infield pass, doesn't make too much contact. Going King against Niche wins that final touch. Lounge trying to keep the pressure. A little bit of a bump attempt here. Can Trin put it back in more midfield? No, a little bit of an awkward touch there. Couple good opportunities here for Brocker to get a good offense going, but in the end, nothing really going their way.
No, nothing is right now. They are getting offense here for Broker, but they're running out of boost short of that goal, and Visionary are still searching just to get those passes out of defense. They're just not finding it. Was King JS. Niche with the clear. Trin trying to find that midfield. Loans. Oh, that's a good pass in front. Trin's gonna shoot. Marmon's gonna block. Here comes King JS, but he's been removed by Niche. And that was a crucial demo from Visionary. They keep their 1-0 lead because of it.
Yeah, and that demo that was beautifully timed. Otherwise, the shot would have happened. But now, ooh, beautiful save by Trin to make sure they're not going 2-0 down. They're still in this fight. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. At least get an equalizer to force that overtime. You can see Brocker really just putting more pressure towards that blue side, really putting a little bit a tighter grip on Visionary to squeeze something in there that will work. Trin tried to find Lounge, doesn't work in the end. Marmon close to the corner.
They keep on pushing. We're gonna see only 1 goal's been scored here from Visionary, and they're still trying to look for that next one. They've just not been able to get that breakthrough chance, and Broker will look to keep them out. It's going to go across the net. Trin will be next to it. He's got the flick, gets past Marmon with it. Olskek off the sidewall, touched looking for the midfield. Marmon still kept away. Broker and Visionary have both brought the defense, but the offense is still looking. Marmon, redirect! That's off the crossbar, in front of the net. Here comes Olskek, but he won't get the shot off. And that's somehow stays out. Visionary thought they had it. It was an incredible redirect from Marmon. But the defense of Broker, as it has all game long, has stood strong, has stood tall.
Yeah, and that was such a great opportunity for Brocker as well, but Marmon back far enough to get a little piece to put it into the corner to deny that equalizer. Now King into the corner. Ols and Marmon both there, double committing for that ball. Ols clears it all the way into the other side. Lounge tries to take a little bit of control, but gets bumped for his efforts. Niche now not the best touch, tries to go for a psycho, doesn't make too much contact. Marmon has to help out Trin. Tries to take control, takes it into the air, has some boost to work with, tries to get it low, wins the 50, but not in his favor. Lounge, a little bit of a pop-up, maybe one of his teammates can help out, doesn't follow through. And with 30 seconds left on the clock, it does look like Visionary is going to take this one.
Don't call it. Do not call it early by any means. There's still easily enough time. All they need to do here for Broker is get one goal. There's a chance. Saved by Nish. Marmon. To the corner. Willounds. Clears it out. Now Willounds gets past two. Olskek was waiting, but it's going to be another challenge coming in. He's going to waste out time. Trin looking to get them on the challenge, but it's really well placed by Olkek. And he'll look to waste out every last second. He does. Visionary with a 1-0 win. Quite the start to this series here. And really, it was about as close as it could be.
Yeah, in most scenarios you would be thinking like, okay, one goal at the start of the game. You'll get one back eventually. Or maybe you'll score a couple more. But this one, it was close all around. 6 shots in favor of Visionary. 4 only for Brocker. And Brocker had to do a lot of defensive work. And also had to work on the back end for a lot of time at the start of this game, and eventually they found a little bit of their rhythm. So maybe with that little bit of rhythm and momentum that they now have in their favor, because they had the upper hand at the end of game number 1, they can carry it into game number 2. But so far, Visionary look a little bit stronger than Brocker.
Yeah, but only by a little bit. Let's be real honest.
That's true. That's true. Only a bit.
That game was a game of centimeters. It was close. It was very close. It stayed that way. And I don't think we're going to be seeing that continuing on. I do think we're going to see some differences. We're going to see some adjustments. These teams are going to find more success on offense. 1 goal per game is just not going to cut it for most teams. So I'm sure for all these sides, they're going to look to try to play a little more aggressive, maybe find more demos, just find something to get more goals. Because ultimately, both these teams need to score more if they're going to try to take the series.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And normally I would say game 1 is a little bit of a taste game. You're kind of figuring out how the other team plays. But that's in the best of 5 scenario, best of 7. This is only 4 games, so there's no real chance for like a taste game because, you know, you still want to win. And if you lose game 1, you can still win 3-1. But if you're a little bit too slow to react, then the only opportunity you have is a draw or losing. So not that much time, but already a little bit of a better start here for Brocker. They're not on the back end from the get-go. They have a little bit more opportunities. Quick shot on target will be saved. King J's first shot of the game here. Beautiful opportunity will be saved in the end.
Here comes Rounds. Nish. Can be demoed away. Olskek. That's a really good shot from Olskek. Oh, out of nowhere. Tren didn't see him. And nobody else saw it to catch him out on it. What a play from Olskek. Tren was blindsided by that shot. Olskek will put it in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, beautiful play there from Visionary, showing why they are a strong team, why you cannot underestimate them like maybe I have done with my prediction. But that's something else. King tried to get an equalizer here. Beautiful opportunity. Ols plays it towards the side, rounds back to midfield. Niche, not the best opportunities there. Trin tries to get it clear, doesn't make contact. Ols back towards midfield. Lounge a little bit awkward, but beats Marmon to the ball. Niche now up again. King J, not the best touch. Niche follows up on the touch from King and puts it towards the back of the net. Beautiful vision and control here from Niche to read that touch so perfectly.
I can't believe Niche got to that one. I will say, it did come up with a bad touch from King JS, but even so, how do you even prepare for that? How do you even jump up and go, yeah, they're going to hit it right back into me in that position? It doesn't seem possible. And yet Visionary have proven that, yeah, you can definitely predict that. Here now up by 2. They still haven't let Broker score even once this series, and Broker needs to find something too soon, or else they're going to find the series, getting away from them more and more, to the point where they're not even going to have a chance to take this series, and they've got to really get goals soon. Bounds, Olskak with that 50, goes back to Marmon. Visionary looking again. Trin will have that one. Looks for King JS. Shot down the other corner. Nish will be first to it. And across. Loans. Dunks by Nish, and well, the ball just continues to fall into the hands of Broker, but they have done very little with it. Their offense has been stagnant, has been not there, and well, they've been having to deal with it as Olskak. Flip reset, looking for the double! Impressive from Olskak! A flip reset double tap, and Visionaries continue their goal scoring streak.
Oh, it was so close as well. Ols finding that little piece of air and free air that he could put that ball in. And two players so close to get a touch. Momo now also wants to get at least one goal in. He's the only one who hasn't scored in this game so far. Trin try to follow up on that touch. Doesn't read it the way it was supposed to be. Ols now again into the air. Flip reset to work with. Tries to get it past one. Doesn't manage to do so. Niche also backs off Mormon. Try to take a little bit of control in the corner. And so far, 7.5 minutes of Brocker not scoring. 7.5 minutes of Visionary showing dominance, and of course I'm cursing here. Lounge put it towards the back of the net.
You talking about them not scoring, and I think they heard you here, Davish, because that is a great pass to midfield from Trin. Divine Lounge as Visionary did overcommit on that play out towards the midfield. So often we see those players at this level, have full faith in their teammates to get that ball through. That's just not always going to be the case here for Visionary. A bit too much of a risk, and they're gonna have to deal with being a goal against them, but they're still well in the lead, and they might even get one back. That one saved away off the corner. Trin, challenged by Marmon. That will fall to the midfield rounds. Nish is the win there, and here comes Olskak. King JS is beaten. Nish will not get the read, and Trin, while he is on low boost, will still find the outplay, and Visionary are going to have to backtrack just a little bit before they go up again.
Yeah, Marmon here looking for the drop down, does find the teammates not there to follow up. Lounge now tries wanted to take control, but instead bang it forward to Trin. Tries to get a shot, doesn't follow up. Lounge now, bit of an awkward touch, put Nish in an awkward position, but still managed to take control. Bumps Trin off all the way back to his own half. Also now into the air. Tries to get a pass one. Trin underneath Trin as well. Quick shot on target will be saved by King Jace. Maybe a little bit of a pinch attempt. No, Mormon, Niche there in the air already to deny the shot opportunity. And so far, Visionary, they're in more control than Brocker. Every time Brocker's on the ball, they just bang it and hope someone can follow up. Visionary a little bit more of control and just peace in general to kind of figure out how are we going to attack and how are we going to defend.
Well, they still have a little time left here, and Brocker to make something happen as a shot from Trin we saved by Marmon, as you mentioned. All these touches from them are just getting away from this Broker side. You can tell that they are under so much pressure. They're getting outplayed. That's a good shot from Marmon. Lounge will get to it. Still in front of that as Olskak looking for the follow-up. It will be cleared again. Nish trying to find Olskak. Falling towards the midfield. King JS will be first to it. And this will be cleared away as Marmon's going to have that challenge, but still, it is still Visionary's ball. It's still Visionary's attack as here's now Marmon. He gets under the last defender. And another goal for Visionary inside the final minute. Looking to seal the deal here in game 2.
Seal the deal? I thought it was already sealed after the third goal went in. But in the end, still 4 goals for Visionary. The team who we thought was like, yeah, you're lower place, and obviously it's only week 2, so anything can happen here. But to show off this dominance here in this series against Team F Brocker is pretty good showing. Definitely with the names of the roster. And you said in game 1, or after game 1, we're gonna see more goals. Otherwise, it is going to be otherwise it's just going to be a little bit of boring series. Also, so close for Niche to actually get the redirect. But you wanted more goals, you got more goals because we have 5 compared to the 1 we only had in the previous game.
Yeah, I said it. We're going to need to see more offense from these teams, and technically both these teams did do it. 4 goals versus 1 and 1 goal versus 2. Actually, make that 2 goals here as Trin with the 0-second play. Broker will get one back. Unfortunately, it's too little too late. And Visionary have now given themselves a 2-0 series lead. We do recognize that the 4-game series scoreline up there is incorrect. It's not 4-1, it is 2-0 here in favor of Visionary as we're moving into game 3.
Yeah, and in game 1, I still think it was just a little bit of a taste game on how the 2 teams were gonna face off against each other. And that was just Visionary having a little bit more luck with that early goal, and then it was just basically fighting each other on who's gonna take midfield control. But here in this game, it was Visionary all around, just showing dominance, showing how it should be done. and just all the players having a goal, 8 shots in total as well, compared to the 6-4 Brocker. It shows Brocker a little bit more fighting, but not enough to really take the Visionary. But now still, all eyes are on Brocker. Can they bounce back? Can they at least get a draw here? Or will they lose this entire series?
Well, the way things are going, it's not going to be easy for Broker. No matter how hard they look, no matter which way they look at it, it's not going to be easy. Visionary have definitely buttoned more offense, more attack, and more pressure. But as you said, there's still a lot more to go into this series. Going to be heading into game number 3, and this is time for Broker to really turn things around. They can still, yeah, as you said, escape this series with a draw, and honestly, that would be a relatively positive result for them with how badly the start has been.
Yeah, and I think that's also the result, well, obviously the result they're aiming at this point, but also the result they're going to be really fighting for, because it's not like they're being shut down completely the entire time. They have a lot of opportunities, they have a lot of chance to really pull through, but it's just the moment where they can score. Their second or their third man is just not there to really follow up on the touch, and that's what's killing them. And I think if they can adjust that just a little bit, be a little bit more aggressive with the second or sometimes even third man in midfield, then they have a really good chance to get a couple more goals and be more of an aggressive team against Visionary.
We'll see if Visionary can make that adjustment. Sorry, if Broker can make that adjustment. Visionary have already proven what they can do. As now Olskek, I can't believe he actually wanted to go for that one. Olskek, I to get that redirect off the ceiling. As we start this game already, maybe a little bit of control from Broker. But as we know, the real issue for them is just winning these 50s and keeping that ball possession for a longer period of time. Because in those last couple of games, their offense has disappeared so quickly. As Olskek with a dunk off the back, well, this is open for him, and Olskek won't miss. Visionary with a big challenge in that midfield, and that is open for Olskek.
Yeah, Ols with a massive dunk here. And then obviously this is just a shot you cannot miss at this point. It is all or nothing. And then for Ols it's just, I'm putting it in, I'm opening the scoreline yet again. 34 seconds in, and now it's already 1-0 lead. Trin looking for an field pass.
Well, we get Tavish back in here. We had some issues with Tavish. I think he just disconnected from us. We'll keep going here. In front, there's Trin! The tie game comes from Trin. A big response from Brooker. And they'll tie it up as well as on the back row. Nish gonna get to it, and Trin, so much power behind it, splits the defense. And Brooker have found the answer.
Yeah, and while my game was just like, you cannot spectate that. At least Brocker managed to get one goal back. Beautiful there from them. But Nish and Marmon linking up here to get a quick shot on target. Beautiful save by Lounge to get that clear. Trin now tries to get a little piece of it. Does manage to put it on the side. Nish towards the backboard. No one can follow up, and Lounge clears it all the way into the midfield.
Yeah, a lot of Visionary here, just setting the balls that back row. Seeing if Broker will miss it at any point, and Broker have actually not been the ones to make those back wall mistakes. It's actually been more so on Visionary here who have not been able to make those clean touches. As here comes Olskak. King JS to the corner. Marmon waiting on it. But here comes Trin on the near post shot. Yes, will block it. And one of the issues here of Broker and playing this way is that they are sending so many people so high up. If they overcommit, Visionary will score on them. They've got to be careful at when and how they commit, because it could be an issue as Visionary missed there from Olskak. Marmon off the corner. Olskak to Nish. So many passes. Can they put a shot at the end of it? Nish in the midfield. Olskak trying to string these together. Here comes Marmon. One touch, two touch. That's on target. Marmon takes it. Visionary with absolute control.
Oh, this was beautiful. So many touches straight after each other from each player from Visionary to keep the ball alive, and in the end it's Marmon towards the backboard and then reading the exact bounce down to get it underneath the final defender to get that lead here in game number 3. Visionary really showing beautiful team play here. And Nish, maybe in midfield he can set up another offense. Tries to take a little bit of control. Gets a pass 1, gets a pass 2 as well. And a little bit slow challenge there from Ols. And Trin now tries to get it towards midfield. Doesn't have any success. And again, Brocker is trailing.
What the offense are doing, although that's a huge mistake. The redirect from Nish trying to catch out Lounge, and he's done just that. Visionary, aren't I watching Lounge here as that backflip was definitely not the intentional. The Broker, the last offender, getting caught there by Nish on that mechanical error. And Visionary, again, are just putting more and more on that scoreboard.
Yeah, and now comes the real question. We still have half the game to go. How many more can they put in the back of that red mat? Only time will tell. And now you're really wondering if Broker can find an answer, if they can do something. Maybe an opportunity here for Trent does get shut down. King tried to follow up as well. Lounge now a little bit awkward here, gets removed for all his efforts. Trent does manage to follow up, so at least kills the offense for a little bit. But you can just see the miscommunication on the Broker side. They're double committing, luckily not triple committing, so that saves them a little bit of time. But still, so many players going for balls they shouldn't go for, or just a little bit awkward with the challenge. And Visionary is just almost pure perfection.
Kick! And how did he keep it out? That was incredible from Trin. What a save! He just denied O's kick of what could have been the play of the week. That was a close one.
Trin in the air, can't follow up. Niche tries to get a redirect all the way to the other side, does get contact. Ols couldn't, dunks Trin out of the ball. And again, ball just kind of stuck in midfield here. No team really knowing who's going to become the next aggressor.
Who's going to pull in quite an impressive play? We're seeing so many incredible shots, so many incredible plays as, oh dear, Ols got bumped out there by Marmon, who put off the corner in the front. Is that free from Marmon? It is in front of the net. King JS will clear it out. But Broker left it a bit easy on the back end as now Nish to Olskak. Olskak wants another chance. The flip reset. Going for the Musty! Oh, that was incredible from Olskak. The Musty flick off that side wall. And Visionary are just living it right now. That was incredible.
Yeah, Visionary not backing down. They just want to score as many goals as they can in this series to just kind of show everyone, like, yeah, we're also a team you can fear. We had a draw in week 1, and now we're just going to be dominant in week 2. Score as many, just get that goal difference, get a lot of points in, be aggressive, and proving everyone that they are a danger for the rest of the table. And beautiful demo here for Trin. A little bit of an opportunity for an opening, but in the end, still no luck here for Broker.
Now, passes in from Visionary. Saw a challenge from 2 players of the same team there, looking to pinch across. But ultimately, yeah, they're playing pretty confidently. As Nish, I think he's going to go for a ceiling challenge here. Marmon's going to look for it. Here comes Nish. He's got the ceiling challenge. Visionary will keep Broker out again here. And that will end game 3. Visionary will take the series. They'll be the winners. We still got 1 game to go, though. And we'll see if maybe we can get our second sweep of the night. But really, again, this game, and I wanted to see if you agree with me on this one, Tavish, but Broker played better this game. But Visionary also played better. And ultimately for Broker, that's just going to be a tough series to take when Visionary just continue to accelerate their progress every single game.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. It's both teams really stepping up. And I definitely thought at the beginning, okay, Broker, you have a better momentum in your favor to really go for it. But Visionary, they just stepped up huge eventually to shut down every moment that Broker is just creating something. And I think that's the power for Visionary in this series in general. It's like every time when Broker is trying to set something up, Visionary is just sending one player forward to deny the real opportunity in midfield. And then the second and third man follow up, and then you have the beautiful team play that really is just showing pure dominance here. As they game 1 not so much, but then you have game 2, game 3, a 4-1 victory for Visionary.
Yeah, well, they haven't made it for. Yeah, they made it 4-1 in that game. They haven't made it 4-0 in the series though. We'll see if they can do it. It's 1 more game to go. It's Visionary and Broker. Visionary have already taken the series, but every game matters. They'll look to sweep them here on Beckwith Park.
Yeah, and now let's see if I can at least get my prediction right that there was a sweep. Or did you get your prediction right? It was 3-1. We already had the team wrong, so right now at least.
No. It's just the producer's fault. The producer put the wrong teams.
Oh yeah, of course.
How dare you? No, I'm joking. We love our producers out there. Shoutouts to you. But yeah, our predictions are fairly wrong at this point, Davish. But I mean, this series has been entertaining, though, to say the very least.
Yeah, true.
Visionary, especially last game, Visionary They just went for whatever they wanted to, and that was exciting as that's a good shot saved by Marmon. Already some offense for Broker. They're looking to, again, at least get any game they can, even if it's a consolation game.
Yeah, and the consolation game is at least something. Because Premier, they only play one series a week. So every series really counts up towards that end total of making play-ins, making playoffs. And a great opportunity, not a great opportunity, Marmon actually saves this one here to deny that the first goal for Brocker. So far in this entire series, Brocker has not scored first, so always been the visionary side showing dominance and being aggressive from the get-go. So maybe if Brocker score first, they can take the game, otherwise it's going to be very, very difficult.
Well, even if they do score first, the most amount of goals they've ever scored in the game has been 2. And that was when they were already well and out. I would be very worried to think that 1 goal would be something that could just make the difference, but you are right about how that first goal can, allow one team to maybe just get some new sort of confidence, although I do think for Broker they're going to need more than just one, as harassment in front. Trent's going to get around that one. Marmon with the catch in the midfield, the flip reset. Marmon still on it. Trying to get the bump on King JS. Nish with the beat there, and Trin is awkward. Nish! Oh, what a block from Trin now. That was incredible in the recovery. Trin will flip his way backwards to make sure he at least gets to the ball.
Now, Ols doesn't make contact. Nish a little bit awkward here. Lounge can maybe make something happen. A little bit of an awkward position as well. Trin now doesn't have much boost to work with. And that's definitely something that is also not helping the Brocker side. The boost they have is so minimal, and the boost that Visionary is just stealing all around in a rotation is just kind of depleting everything what Brocker's trying to do. They send one player forward, and now they get that opening goal. If a little bit of a mistouch here in midfield, King just bangs it all the way towards the back of the net as Marmon is a little bit of an awkward position. And finally, Brocker opens the scoreline.
Goal, you mentioned it, I think we both agree, they needed that goal. They needed at least to score first.
Yeah.
Almost halfway through, and, well, Broker, this could be a game for them to take. We might actually see a 3-1 after all, but we'll just have to see if it happens here. For now, though, this game still has a long way to go, and for Broker, I mentioned it, I don't think 1 goal is going to be enough for them. I think they're going to need more. So really make sure that this is their game to take, and that this series will not be a sweep against them.
No, and Loud's here, a little bit of an awkward touch. At least puts Marmon in the awkward touch as well. But Marmon still a little bit of good recovery. Niche into the air. Doesn't have much boost to work with, but enough to keep the offense going. Beautiful team play here. In the end, doesn't find the back of the net. Niche interrupts that opportunity for Brocker. Beautiful save here by Marmon, who gets his hat-trick in save, being the real savior here for that visionary side. And you can see with that goal that Brocker just had, they have a little bit of new fuel in their tank to really go for that second and third one that they so desperately need here in this series.
Yeah, that's what happens when you can score so early. You can really add some confidence. You know that you're in the lead. You know you can take it. Although this one from Olskak, oh, he almost got that redirect, but King JS to make that block. Nish off the sidewall. King JS! Oh, Olskak! Oh, that was a speedy shot from Olskak! Visionary! Why in the world was that from Olskak? 115 kilometers! And that is going to be light speed! Visionary with an incredibly quick goal to tie things up!
Yeah, Nish gets that little touch, probably calls out it's going mid. Ols pre-flips into it, gets the final touch on it to accelerate it towards the back of the net. And like I said, light speed to rocket that back. And now Marmon puts it in as well. Just like that, within 10 seconds, Visionary take the lead here from being 1 goal down to being 1 goal up.
From 2 incredibly great aggressive plays. The aggression is back for Visionary. They found their chances, and now it's going to be Brocker who are trying to just scramble their way back. Here's the dribble on the kickoff. Trin, all that left a lot to be desired. Nish gets past Lounge. Trin, oh, he's been dunked by Lounge there. Nish is still going for it. Boost though for Broker, maybe a chance for them. They're continuing to get met as Marmon. Can't get the beat on Lounge. Does bump him out of that one. Nish up the field. Here he goes, Nish. What does he have? Flip reset, looking to use it. The fake. Trin's got the block, and it will be kept out. Visionary thought they had him there, but Trin was smart to keep him out as a musty flick in the midfield. Olskak leaving it. The shot near post, and it's kept wide by Trin. More incredible defense from Broker just to keep them in it. Nish in the midfield. Marmone redirects. Oh, he's made the fake, and Trin's been beaten completely. The fake will work, and Visionary have some insurance.
Oh, this is beautiful. Trin was expecting a little touch on that ball, and Marmone knew that, so he just went like, nope, I'm not gonna touch it at all. I'm just gonna fly right through it and just let Niche get all the credit, and it worked perfectly. Niche gets one goal, try to get another one. Lance does get that save there. Always try to get a little bit of an infield pass, has no boost to work with. As Niche all the way back, can't follow up. Lance maybe get past one, does get beat.
Visionary. It's that, superiority in the air that's really allowed them to take this series and really control every part of it. Every single time on offense, it's an aerial play. It's an aerial-based mechanical play. It's just how do you keep the ball in the air and how do you make it awkward? As that will end the game. Visionary will take the series. It's another sweep tonight, but Visionary made this one look quite special with a 4-0 incredible result from the favorites. Not the favorites, from the underdogs. The underdog matchup, Visionary destroying Broker. Broker were ranked higher before the series. We all thought, well, maybe them being the favorites would allow them to take this series, but, well, we couldn't have been more wrong, could we have been, Tavish?
No, we were definitely wrong here. Most players would expect that it was at least closer, but that's kind of the issue with Premier in general. It's just, you think like the top level teams are really they're really matched against each other. And then 1 and 2 is just utter dominance out of nowhere, just like Visionary did here. Beautiful service, beautiful gameplay and team play from both sides, but in the end, Visionary just a little bit too strong.
Yeah, and obviously we have Nish as our MVP there, 3 goals, 7 assists, and 8 saves. Again, a lot of aggression from Visionary, a lot of mechanical plays as well. These guys were not afraid to go for them, and they made it look really, really impressive with it. So many impressive things on offense, but Tavish, that's it for my night here. I know you're gonna be joining for that next series with Transcendent versus Illusion. You wanna take us out and take us to that break?
Yeah, like you said, beautiful series here. It was a pleasure casting with you, Sporty, sadly for you end of the night, but I'm continuing here, and I take Sir Pegasus with me for the next series. It's gonna be a master series. So take a quick break, take a drink. We'll be right back.
angels keep it at bay. Can't blame the people for trying. Just let me fall to my grave. Just let me fall to my grave. Look you. Just let me fall to my Just let me fall to my grave. Heart fails under pressure. Wonder if these bad days will last forever. So pessimistic from the past. All the good things end up in caskets. I'm never feeling okay, but there's a sword to fall. Just help me numb all the pain. Stop from dying. My angels keep it at bay. Can't blame the people for trying. Just let me fall to my grave. Just let me fall to my grave. To kill Stop. To kill. Just let me fall to my grave. Just let me fall to my grave.
Was wrong. Guess you got all you wanted. Yeah, I don't know why suddenly you're gone. You'll never be forgotten. Pretending no one is to blame. Too late to reignite our flame. How did I not see you running? How did I get behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me run. Guess all you left me run. Guess all you left me run. How did I not see you running? How did I get behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me blind. How did I not see you running? How did I get behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me blind. In retrospect, I could have paid attention. I could have tried harder, been smarter, deep water, I'd be drowned. I should have put the tension. Overreacted and acted childish, impacted us all around. When you were pushing me away, I should have tried to get in space and get out of your way. How did I not see this coming? You'll leave there one day. Pretending no one is to blame. Too late to reignite our flame. How did I not see you running? How did I get behind? How did I not see this coming? Guess all you left me run.
saw another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, taking off without the same mistake. Darling, where you going? It won't be as simple for you. If I saw another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, taking off without the same mistake. Can I leave it all behind? Follow all the leading signs. When the dark is growing and the light is closing in, darling, where you going? Won't be as simple for you. I'm the storm that meets the moon. I'm the silent one that moves. Who you think you are? Who you think you are?
Welcome back, everybody, to RSC13. I'm still Tavis, this time joined by Sir Pegasus for the final series here of the night. It's gonna be a master series between Transcend and Illusion. But before we go talk about those two, Ross, and about this series, Sir Pegasus, first time casting together. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. I love actually closing down the stream. There's something quite nice to it. Everything has built up to this point, and at the end you get to say goodbye to everyone. It's very lovely. It's my third time this week. However, this is my highest tier cast of the season so far. We are straight in with master tier, Tavish.
Yeah, and it's not only just Master, it's Transcend, Illusion, and they are from the Glaciers Conference, and so far, today was not completely updated, I can tell you that much, but it's the number 3 versus the number 4 seed. The only difference is 1 game win. Transcend sitting in third, Illusion sitting in 4th, so it's gonna be a banger of a series between these two teams.
And it's just what's so special about the RSC system. It's not about series wins, it is those game wins. Going 3-1 instead of 4-0 can make such a difference. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. And these two teams, so close to each other on the table, every single match will really count to just squeeze that extra bit of distance between them. Or close it if you're the team who's lower at the moment.
Yeah, and with that, you're basically looking at both sides here, because for Illusion, a 3-1 victory would mean that they just edge it over Transcend. but a draw for both teams just basically doesn't matter because they're still in the same spot.
Yes.
And Transcend, the only thing they need is at least a draw to stay above Illusion in the standings for now. So I think that's what they're really aiming for, but yeah, that's it.
Forgive me, my internet is dying at the moment, so I'll try and fix that. Would you like to talk about our little roster situation we've got going today? However, whilst I go through my network settings.
While you try to figure out if you can actually cast the series, I'll just rant a little bit about all these players. Obviously, if we're gonna take a quick look at these rosters, let me quickly grab them for you. The Transcend roster normally is Charm, Yusk, Chaos, and Kel, but little update on that one. It's Yusk together with Solo and Sentry. They're using 2 FAs today, so a little bit of an impact there on how they play. I really hope for them they had a scrim beforehand so they could have warmed up properly to really get into this. And then for Illusion, you have Tommy 27, the Big Myth, Rahu, and Krena. And I think it's gonna be Tommy, the Big Myth, and Rahu who will be playing this series because, you know, it's a really close series, and I don't think you want to play sub games here. Definitely with the DSN difference, or CMV difference, sorry, between the players on the Illusion roster, because Krena is roughly 80-90 CMV lower than Rahu, so I can imagine them not really wanting to risk using a sub in this series. But it does give them maybe a little bit of an edge here going against Transcend because you're using 2 FAs. So maybe it has impact on how the series is going to play out. And if your internet is a little bit more stable, what do you predict is going to happen here?
Look, I've heard it's been sweeps all day today, and I'm not feeling it. I don't think we're going to get that this time. However, I also don't back that the FAs are going to be able to finish the job. It's going to be a 3-1 for our... Is it Illusion roster? Illusion?
Yeah, Illusion.
Thank you. My page wasn't loading, but it's up now. Illusion will be who I'm going for. 3-1 series score. What do you think, Tavish? Obviously, we've got Rahu playing, who is the GM of the roster, and you know what it's like being the GM on stream, having to perform and all the pressure that can bring.
Yeah, I don't have many nice experiences with that, I can tell you that much. But one thing I do think is gonna, what I think is gonna happen is Transcend is gonna win this one, and I do think it's gonna be another sweep, even with the 2 FAs.
Wow.
Sentry, I've heard of him before, I've seen him play before. It's a really good player, so I think it can really help. Obviously, 2 FAs, you're playing with 2 players who are not in your roster. That's always a bit difficult, but I really do think we're gonna have another sweep here, so another 4-0, and I have to give the edge to the upper team here, and it's gonna be Transcend, even though they're so close to each other.
That's fair.
It's gonna be a close series, I truly believe that, but I have to give it to sweep. I just have to believe in it.
I can't help but respect that, and I am very excited to get going. We've still got a little bit of delay heading into this series, but that's fine. And I'm a player who really doesn't like this. Tavish, how are you in the pre-game lobby when you're waiting for the other team and that clock is ticking and you just want to get on that pitch and play? You've scrimmed for an hour and this is what your day has led up to.
It is, I can tell you, very painful, because you're sitting there, you had your scrim, it's like, okay, you get the message, like, hey, you have to join the lobby. It's like, okay, cool, I'll join the lobby. And then you're there, and then you're just, like, waiting. You're waiting there, and then, because the cast are talking, just like, we're making them wait, because we're talking. And then, the moment you get to join, it's like, okay, all your adrenaline is really going through. You have to go there, you have to perform, people are watching. So, I really hope those players know how it is to have a little bit of eyes on them, have to wait. But luckily for them, we can go. All 6 players are ready. We have, let me say it correctly, Transcend in the blue, Illusion in the red. Game 1 on the way. Let's see if it's going to be a sweep or a closer series.
Yes, the excruciating wait is over, and it starts off with Solo maybe trying to get a solo play off the ceiling. No boost available. Sentry, placing it quite nicely in the corner for a teammate. A fairly even start. There are many times in these on-stream series I see we tend to get an early goal, but both teams doing whatever they can to try and prevent this.
Yeah, and you just not the best of touch there. Sentry can follow up, wins the 50 against Rahu. You just could have had a touch there, gets removed for all his efforts. Sentry tries to hunt Rahu down, doesn't make that much of an effort. Used a little bit of an awkward, but does get to clear to the sidewall.
Yeah, it's been these quick attacks from Transcend that burn out quite quickly, but seem quite aggressive when they come up. Illusion much better at keeping the ball in the opposing side. Sentry now, he's got an opportunity to get a touch on the ball. Didn't get the best one he wanted, but manages to use the bounce to try and force out some boost from Tommy. And Rahu now tries to take it to the other side, won't lay it past that halfway line. And the two subs so far, I can hardly tell that they are.
Yeah, the roster's really mending together already from the start, and maybe they've played together before in previous seasons, or they're really good friends from each other. It could all have an influence here. That was a quick shot on target, but saved by Yus. Just having another player to the sidewall. And Mythic tried to get a little bit of a shot on target, finds Rahu, saves it in the end, it's on the goal line. Rahu, final touch, puts it in, and the opening will go to Illusion.
What a cheeky pass from Mythic, and Rahu tries to place it in that top corner. So close, but the defender is forced out, but it's tight enough that they're not able to get rid of it. Quite a nice shot for Illusion to start things off, and a really nice connection between the three players.
So close. Solo could have had at least the equalizer there, but in the end, doesn't make contact. Just in the air, doesn't have boost to work with, but managed to put it into the corner. Makes it a little bit awkward for Tommy, and Sentry follows up, gets it in front of the net, almost gets it in. Doesn't follow up on his own touch. Solo was also a little bit too late there. Just a little bit of control here for the Transcend side to at least keep the offense going, keep the momentum in their favor. Drop down ball here, maybe an opportunity, will be killed by Illusion.
And I really wouldn't feel safe if you are Illusion so far. Transcend, when they get the ball, they do actually quite a decent job at just throwing it forward into the other half. Like I said, questions about how they are at keeping possession, but still, you get that little bit of danger that if you're sleeping during that moment, they will get the ball right past you, and you're back to a close game.
Yeah, and that's a best touch there by Tommy. Could have ended very badly for him. Tommy again has to clear it all the way into the other side. Doesn't go up. Solo misses. And now you have Mythic still into the air. Tommy there as well. Beautiful team play there. Finds the crossbar. Sentry clears it towards the side. Solo just taking his time. We're trying to bait out Rahu to go for the ball so we could win the 50. Yisk doesn't have boost to work with, but does get it clear all the way into the other side. Sentry can't really follow up. Solo now, quick shot on target. Will be saved by Rahu with help from the crossbar. And that was another great opportunity for Transcend, but Illusion having a stronger defense.
Solo and Sentry have just been so good in that D. And oh, what's happened here is just a completely open chance. There's been a miscommunication. Someone's refused to go on back. Tommy, he found himself in the mid-right, playing way too offensive. And that miss in the midfield, high risk and no reward in this situation. 1-1 with 1 minute 30 to go. Illusion looked like they had the game in their hands, but they're back to 0-0 essentially. And just like I say that, Illusion, they've turned the tides again straight after the kickoff. All that hard work for nothing.
Yeah, Rahu here had the perfect first touch after kickoff, and then could immediately follow up, catch the entire defense off guard. And finally, when we thought, okay, Transcend, they can set something up, it is all back to nothing. They're back to trailing 1 goal. They have to fight. 1:17 left on the clock. Tommy infield pass, quick shot on target. Beautiful save by Solo. Just tries clear into midfield. Sentry follows up.
That's a great play.
And now Transcend, you managed to score once. You have to do it again to at least force that overtime.
Yeah, Transcend given a lot of a job here, but this defense has absolutely saved them. Illusion have only managed to get 1 so far. Only 3 shots here, then 1 went in, 1 missed, 1 saved. It's just not enough pressure from Transcend so far. They're sticking a lot in the defense, and they are very good at it. but it's not enough. The game's about who scores the most goals, not the most saves, and Illusion know that that's their game plan. About Solo again, you just can't deny his quality in his own half of the pitch, but they're looking to show how that fares on the other side. Tommy, very good save, and Rahu, always good at keeping it low, keeping it close, not allowing the Transcend players to try and hit it over him. But Solo now really wanted to create something, gets nothing out of it, and we need a fast follow-up, and that's exactly what Use brings off the backboard, and it's looking very, very scary for Transcend right now. Maybe last chance here, Transcend off the backboard, and there's been a miss! Use leaves the ball in front of a goal, and what a brutal way for it to end. A kick-off goal, and a chance in the final seconds that they just about weren't positioned correct for.
Yeah, they were so close, so many times in a row to get at least a shot on target, to get the goal in, but in the end, it just didn't matter. Illusion, when they got that second goal, they knew, like, we have to focus on defense. They did it perfectly. Every time you saw Mystic and Tommy go forward, Rahu being that, basically that steady third man there in the final minute, just really just locking down defense, not moving over the midfield line, and that really saved them for going into an overtime.
Yeah, Transcend, I just want to see them get forward more. 4 shots just isn't enough, especially if you're not putting them all away. Solo done a great job in the defense, but now you need players like Sentry and Yusku did position themselves quite high when they got those rare chances forward, but like I said, it's just not enough, especially against this Illusion side, who have been so strong in this season so far, and so strong in this game likewise.
Yeah, and you know, this game, the only goal that Transcend truly got, and the only good opportunity they truly got, was for an overcommit by Tommy, who thought he had a little bit more chance to control midfield, but in the end, just overcommitted, and then you got that goal opportunity for Sentry. But now, game 2, you're definitely looking at Transcend. Can they set something up on their own, or will all the goals that they make be again from just an overcommit from the Illusion side?
Yeah, Illusion now forcing in early defense, looking pretty close to last game. I'm sure they'll be quite happy with that, considering how the last game went. And Rahu tries to get an early pass here, gets nothing from it, and Illusion having to force Yuska alone behind. He's got to waste some time here, and he's done quite a good job at it. Sentry too far in front, and Tommy finds a way to sneak that into a near post. It's not a good start for Transcend. This is the complete opposite of what they need this series.
Yeah, Sentry, like you said, a little bit awkward spot there, too far forward, too far away from the goal line. And then there's nothing you could do except maybe get a touch, but it will be an own goal. Solo with the demo, gives Sentry a little bit of space, tries to get a control, but doesn't get the perfect first touch that was needed to get it past Tommy. And now Mythic tries to get an infield pass, tries to drop it down, does win the 50-50, Solo up as well, but Rahu there into the air. Maybe Rahu can win the 50, loses the Sentry, cannot follow up on his own touch. Mythic now tries to get a shot on target, will be denied.
Interesting in that attack how much space Solo actually gave Mythic in that corner, which did lead to him getting faked and a dangerous ball making its way into the box. And I don't think you can afford to let Illusion do that, because look how good they are at supplying the dangers from those corners. You've got to close them down fast, and you've got to be ready. Look at Mythic already. He's doing the dashes on the wall. He's so fast. You can't give him time. Any small gap, they will take it. And that was evident with the goal that they scored.
Yeah, Mythic now again winning 50-50 after 50-50. Rahu in the air tries to go for the bump, doesn't get it, but makes it a little bit awkward after he is. Sentry clears it into midfield, can follow up with his own touch, wins the 50 against Mythic, but Tommy follows up. Solo now, beautiful 50 in his favor. Rahu up very early to clear it, and you can just see the Illusion side, that real the team bonding that they had from the start of the season is paying off here against the two FAs, because they just fully trust each other and they can just go forward as a full force and go back as a full force. And for Transcend, you do see that one of the players is always a little bit further back, because obviously there's not that full faith in each other.
I just want to watch this team throw themselves at the ball, quite simply. leave that little bit too much, and Illusion are so good at bringing it back to the other side. And then in offense, no one seems that ready for the follow-ups, and I think it's like you said, they're positioning too far behind. They don't really seem to have an eye for goal. They're playing not to lose when they are to win, and right now they are behind, so the plan is not working.
Yeah, so, and then, like you said, maybe if they were a little bit more aggressive, just throw the third man a little bit more forward, or just cut each other off a little bit more often, you can create a little bit of an offense. And this is a great opportunity.
Yes.
This is exactly what you need. Solo pushed up really early already, and then wins at 50, and then Yusk saw the opportunity as third man goes way out of his league to go for it. But that's what you need here against the roster as Illusion. Transcend, beautiful goal, all on their own effort, on their own accord, putting it through. And finally, with 2 minutes left on the clock, we have a tie game.
That was exactly what we were talking about. Solo, Sentry, Yusk, all 3 players involved with that attack, rotating really tightly, really well. And just like we said, they just threw themselves at the ball, and sometimes it can be that simple. They've got the mechanics that even if they are awkward, they can get themselves a good possession, even if they're awkward, if they just jump. But it's not over yet. Illusion still looking as strong as ever. 2 demos on the pitch, one for a bit of revenge, and Illusion spawning, having their players spawn on the right. Pretty lucky positioning there. The only bit of luck that does exist in this game, and Solo's going to have to follow that up, and he does so well. One thing you've not been able to knock this team for is how good they are at keeping the ball out of net.
Great opportunity here, no follow-up used, a little bit of awkward touch there, but does keep the pressure, wins the 50, but Solo and Sentry just a little bit too hesitant to really go forward. Ball not really dangerous, and Yusk can clear it all the way into the other side. But in an awkward spot, Sentry up already, quick shot on target, will be saved by Rahu. Tommy, maybe an opportunity that gets denied by Solo as well, beautiful win there. And you can see with that goal from Transcend, they feel a little bit more comfortable really pushing forward.
Yeah, absolutely. They're having a few opportunities here, but they're not quite putting it away, but it just seems like a step in the right direction. There was an opportunity from Yusk earlier where he could have shot, ended up getting a 50, but he was actually the last man, and that move alone wasted enough time for someone else to get behind him. It's these tight plays where you've just got to trust your teammates will recover well, and that you'll get a favourable position no matter what. But you just got to take that little bit of risk, and look at the shot from Solo. Coming off the wall is a bit tight, and it's forced a bit of boost out of this orange half. Sentry doesn't get the greatest 50 here. We know how good they are creating pressure from the corner, and they've done it again. And Tommy gets the goal in the dying seconds of the game.
And this was just painful to watch because Rahu gets like the most unlucky touch for a defender there is. Because it's like, it's dangerous, but it's not dangerous. Because it's underneath the crossbar, but not underneath the crossbar, if you know what I mean. Because it just bounces.
I completely understand.
It bounces on the goal line, and then you're just sitting there like, I'm jumping, but I cannot go for it. And then you just, like, Tommy is not complaining. He gets a free goal. And you see the 2 defenders as well. They're just basically in the net, floating there like, yeah, we lost this game. Because there's nothing you can do. Because that's just the bounce there is. It's in the crossbar, straight down on the goal line. It's just soft enough so it bounces a little bit up. And then it's a free goal for whoever follows up. It's lucky that's not an own goal, that you at least can give credit to an actual player that shot. But it's so unlucky for Transcend because they fought so hard in this game.
Yeah.
And they just got shut down in 7 seconds just like that.
Oh, Tavish, it only takes 1 play. That is just the unfortunate thing about Rocket League. And you absolutely hate to see it because that game was a step in the right direction. They did almost exactly what we wanted them to do. They attacked a lot more. The third man was ready. The second man especially, which I think we didn't actually talk about enough in the first game, was also ready to just charge at the ball and give the third man that space to push forward and whoever was previously first to run all the way back. Every single position on the pitch is so important. Every player is 33.3%. That's a big amount. You need everyone on their A game. So hopefully in this third game they can use that little bit of improvement and improve just that little bit again and get their first win. I think they got a bit unlucky with that final chance.
Yeah, in the end it was a little bit unlucky in their game too. And like you said, each player is 1/3 of that roster and definitely needed. And I think in a lower ranks you can say, like, yeah, one of the players is a little bit better than the other, so he can step up and do a little bit more. But here in Master, and same as in Premier and in Elite as well, each player is just 1/3 of the roster. You really need them, otherwise it's going to be very, very difficult. You need that A game, and if you use 2 FAs, then you really need your A game. Otherwise it's going even more difficult. And credit to Central and Solo, because they're stepping up huge here in this entire series. But sometimes it's just not enough, because then the team effort really pulls through and makes it just a little bit too difficult. And Mythic doesn't really follow up there on the touch, tries to fake out Yus, does get a past 1 into the corner, wins the 50 as well. Tommy here looking for the opening goal, not the best touch, but beautiful shot at Rahu, but even a better save. I want to say it's a goal for Rahu, but the save was just too good.
Another save there from Mythic. We're just completely denying the solo play from just the one player who is actually playing for his team on the Transcend side. And a double demo should open up some space. Rahu has got a lot of work to do here, but he's succeeded so well. That is just cool, calm and collected from our master player, our GM for this Illusion side.
Yeah, and now Mythic try to drop it down. Tommy there to receive, doesn't get the shot on target. Mythic doesn't get the shot on target. Rahu trying to find Mythic. Mythic trying to find Rahu. Rahu in an awkward spot. Does win the ball into the corner. But in the end, Mythic again into the air. Flip we set to work with, gets denied by Solo. Solo can't follow up. Tommy in an awkward spot. Rolls it into his own net and Solo gets the goal. Everyone watching this, clip it. This is fail of the week.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be on RSC cast, I guess. What's happened there, Tommy? No, he's been so good this entire series. It's game 3. It didn't look like they were dropping in quality. What happened? I would love to be a very professional commentator, go through all the analytics, go for everything. I've got no explanation. What was that? Master tier, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to be here.
Tommy wanted to roll it back softly to his own player, that he can just bang it forward, but in the end rolls it a little bit too hard, a little bit too much power behind it. Puts his own defense in the most awkward spot, and then gives Transcend that opening goal that they so desperately needed, and maybe even gave himself fail of the week here on the next coming RS cast. But so far, Transcend, for the first time in this series, they're leading, and it's beautiful, because finally we see them having the upper hand, and now they can show what true dominance look like. Maybe they can even get a second one, purely based on their own accord, because so far, 2 out of the 3 goals they got were not based on themselves, it was based on someone else's action. So really, looking at Transcend, create one of your own opportunities, but definitely don't throw this lead away.
It's quite harsh. You want to say Transcend are being Illusion, but I think Illusion are being themselves in this game. And how do you deal with that on the Illusion side? You can see every game your opponents are getting slightly better, and you're like, all right, this time we need to pick up the pace once again. And look at that demo! Yes! Throws himself at the man, just like we said, got in front of Solo, not even deliberately, but look at the quick thinking, and Rahu is unable to get back, 2-0 up, and this was nothing to do with Illusion. Transcend just simply outplayed them. Illusion now having to deal with a team that is looking so better, and a play that is going to get themselves on fail of a week. How do you turn around the mental to try and secure yourself this series win? And like we said, every game win is so important, so they'll be wanting to take this one back as well.
Yeah, and I think if you're Illusion, at this point just accept that the mistake was made, and now just focus on, like, okay, have a laugh, enjoy it, and now focus, get back into it. Because I think for those players as well, one of them, Tommy's just like, oh no, I made a mistake, and the other 2 are like, yeah, we'll laugh about it. And Rahu, he can laugh about this one as well, puts it underneath the defender, gets at least 1 goal back here. Beautiful shot from him, just underneath Yusk, and so a little bit of awkward spot that probably shouldn't have jumped. And now, 1 goal game, 59 seconds left on the clock. And Pegasus, and there's a lot of time left, at least for an equalizer.
Miracles happen, and Illusory are a team that I've followed in the Challenger tier before, and I've seen that this all can have miracles happen. But will they be able to take it with 45 seconds left to go? They're stuck in there half an hour, but 1 clear can make all the difference. Tommy, there's only 1 behind now, but it's Solo who has been so good in defense. Mythic has given himself a chance, and that's it! Tavish, we could be going to overtime. 2-0 up, a mistake from them, and a complete outplay from Transcend, and now we've been put into a position like this.
I love how Yusk was sitting there on that goal line, saw the ball go to the side, jumped forward, and in the middle of his jump realized, oh wait, Mythic is there. And then it was just like, oh wait, that ball's in the back of my net.
Oh,
and
no.
Now we're looking for a possible overtime here. 20 seconds left on the clock. Sentry wanted to make something happen, doesn't find it. Tommy probably feeling really good about himself now. He was helping with the pressure and making sure that 1 of the 2 goals went in to get that equalizer. Now, lucky for Transcend, that final goal didn't go in. But maybe an opportunity here. Rahu keeping it up. Sentry keeping it into the air. Solo tries to drop it down. Let's go at overtime in game number 3.
Oh my goodness, what a game. And I was just about to say, it's lucky that the Illusion side didn't...
Oh no.
Wait a minute. No, after I kick off, not like this! It's heartbreak to Transcend. And they're the players with the FAs. They're not the ones that have been playing with each other week in, week out. That can, put that reassuring pat on the back. That's absolutely brutal. What a way to lose the game and to lose the series. No, Transcend.
Oh, that is painful for Transcend. But they're not out of it yet. They lost the series, but they can still take 1 game. And that's all they need right now. 1 game to at least be in a good spot and make it a dominant win. And then you're still above Transcend in the, or above Illusion in the standings, and that's what they really need. Because goal differential is definitely what they need in their favor right now. So just relax, take a deep breath, focus on that final game, and just play the best goddamn FA Rocket League that you can, because you need it to really get a win here in this final game.
Tyvish, I'm emotional. I really am. Like, the Illusion gifted them a goal. They gave them their best opportunity. They were getting better every game. And for that kind of heartbreak. Oh, I don't like to be biased, and it has nothing to do with my prediction. It is purely because of what I've seen today. I really want the FAs on Transcend to get at least 1 win out of this. They've worked so hard, but there's always just been that one thing that can't tip them over the line. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the final 5 minutes of regular Rocket League time. We will see this stream. Can Transcend get a game back, or will they fall to the sweet curse we have seen today?
Well, so far it does look like the sweep curse is real. There was a great opportunity there for Illusion to get an opening goal. Rahu towards the ceiling, trying to make something happen. Just toward the backboard, trying to make something happen. Solo tries to follow up. Sentry should have been there, but gets removed for all his effort by Rahu. Tommy now, big clear into midfield. Tries to follow up, tries to get a dunk. Doesn't get that final piece. Solo now, quick bang forward. Doesn't have any effect.
Yes, does well to get the 50 there, but Tommy recovers quite nicely. He wasn't in the best position where he did have to force it into the corner, but Solo now 0 boost, hoping for that favourable 50, and that could be good if there's a second man behind. There just isn't, and that's slightly frustrating to watch. A flip reset play though, perhaps coming from Mythic, but Sentry, they've been so good on defense, and oh my word, what a read!
Just beautiful shot here. Bangs it, jumps early, and just puts it in the middle of the net. Defense didn't expect it, we didn't expect it, and just like that, Transcend opened the scoreline.
I've completely lost my composure at that play. I just didn't expect a goal to be happening from there. I was watching the second man behind him. I thought maybe he'll bounce this off the back more to try and set up that second man. That was what I was waiting for, not for him to take it alone. What a goal, and what a way to put themselves ahead. And fingers crossed, try and give themselves their first and only win this series.
Yeah, Tommy doesn't think the same way. He wants to end it in favor of Illusion. Mythic, quick shot, crossbar, does
Oh,
follow, puts it
no!
on Tommy. Tommy puts it wide, Sentry towards midfield. Mythic, Tommy, they're both looking at each other. Who's going for it? Tommy in the end, solo. Redirect
No way.
opportunity, doesn't make
Oh, my
contact,
word.
and Mythic clears it all the way to the other side.
It's unbelievable. This is just his game, I guess. Every time it bounces off, it doesn't matter which surface, they seem to score. And Sentry, he stayed patient. He stayed in a perfect position. Look at that 50 from Hosky in the air. A perfectly followed up ball and a perfectly positioned second man. A deserved goal right as the clock hits 3 minutes left. 2-0 up for Transcend.
Yeah, and they've been here before. They've been 2-0 up again, or before in the previous game, but they threw that lead. So I want to say, like, yeah, they're doing it good, but there's still an opportunity for Illusion to bounce back here. It's all dependent on how aggressive Illusion's gonna step up here and how aggressive they're gonna play the remainder of this game number 4. Rahu definitely looking for at least one goal to make it a little bit closer. Solo towards midfield. Tommy is there to deny. Yusko's already up. Rahu towards Mythic. Mythic up into the air. No one there to follow up. And there was an opportunity with 2:20 left on the clock. Time is slowly ticking away. And it can be an opportunity for Transcend to get themselves in a favorable position to get a game win here in this series.
Not only have they got themselves 2 goals, I think it's 2 goals very much earned by themselves this time. You really can't knock them here, and look at that demo on the goal line, opening up some space. Tommy forced to do a little bit extra, but look how cool, calm and collected on the backboard. He was ready for the follow-up, and it might get them the counter-attack chance. But Solo, he's just been the man in the blue net, constantly ready to get some saves, and could be the first time where it wasn't all for nothing, but Rahu there. It's him versus Hosky in the corner. He just dummies it completely, allows him to have that ball pass to his own teammate, but Solo now going solo at the corner, but Mythic very, very ready. These corners not looking as dangerous as they were in the first 3 games, but who is looking dangerous is this Transcend roster. What a play from Hosky, and look at that, you wouldn't think they were a phase.
That is the team play we were hoping for Transcend. It was Sentry back to Hosky, Hosky all the way to the other side to Solo, and Solo towards the back side of the net. And they extend their lead to 3-0. And now you're definitely looking at them. How many goals can they score? And is there an opportunity for Illusion to get a goal and maybe some momentum back into their favor? Or have they just accepted that they're going to win this series 3-1 and just leave it like that?
It's going to be hard because I think that Transcend have the double P playstyle right now, and that's what we call perfect positioning. And just prove my point, the complete opposite of a caster curse. It's a caster correction. Look at this, a brilliant 50 from Hosky at the corner, catches Mythic off guard, and Solo, he just has to walk it in the back of the net, but no, complete disrespect, smashes into the ball, and they're 4-0 up. They've got their 1 win of the series, hopefully, of course. I don't want to curse them, there's 50 seconds left, but they're keeping it, and they are holding it close to their hearts, as they should.
Yeah, and so far, they are just showing what we expected from them this entire series, the step up, and I think now that they really realized how to play perfectly together, because obviously, like we said many times, they're using 2 FAs, so that's obviously a big impact on how you play against a team that's been there from get-go, that's been from the start of the season together, just showing dominance. And here a beautiful pinch attempt for Transcend, and this is the team that we were hoping, and that is now taking this game 4.
And this series has just told a story about 3 players very slowly getting to grips with each other, learning each other, and building off the passion of each other and their love of Rocket League to finally secure themselves at least one win in a series they knew would be very, very tough. Fair play to Transcend, fair play to Solo and Sentry for stepping in. This very well could have been a 4-0, just like you predicted.
Yep.
And Tommy getting the final goal, but it won't mean anything this time. They take their 3 games out of this, but Transcend, I think, got a little bit more than they expected with that final game.
And just like you said that, I'm already thinking we should, download this series, put it on YouTube, and call it The Life Story of Transcend, because that was just, you make it a love story, man. It's just Transcend finally showing up in that final game after Illusion being dominant, and you making it a love story just gives it a special touch to end the night here.
It's just a perfect way to end the stream. Even though they were the losing side, they got themselves that one that, it's so valuable. I mean, there was a 1-game difference between these two players, between these two teams even, before the series started. That difference really does hold up. And when you're fighting for player spots, when you're fighting for playing spots, that all counts. But enough about the losing side, all right? Let's focus on the winners. And Mythic is one of them. 9 shots, 2 goals. The attacking, it wasn't what was important. As much as he did create that pressure on the opposing side, those 6 saves really got himself involved in those mechanical showings in the midfield.
Yeah, it's no wonder that he is our MVP. Obviously, everyone on the roster playing really well, but the big myth in the end, giving credit to his name, he is the big myth of the roster, just stepping up when it's needed, and he did it perfectly in this series. And with that, we're gonna say goodnight here, because we had now 3 series, Master, Premier, Master, 2 sweeps, 1 3-1, and that is it. Sir Pegasus, I'm gonna give it to you. Any final words for your love story before we head out?
Tavish, it was an absolute pleasure to cast with you. This was our first time, and I think it went great. I really enjoyed that, and fair play to all 6 players that played today. All of them clearly played their heart out, gave us some very, very close games. Albeit that last one, not as close, but I think if there was any game that we didn't want to be close, it was the one where Transcend get their first win. It was, like I said, an absolute pleasure to cast this game. I think I saw a really nice storyline there, and goodbye Tavish, and goodbye to the stream.